Doesn't look like these stone giants will be causing too much trouble in the future. Instead of beat Dogu into oblivion. Now we can all breathe a sigh of relief. Well, this was fun while it lasted. Time to give Grace her body back. How do you feel, my dear? I hope I didn't overstay my welcome. The goddess? You've done very well, my dear Grace. This must be a dream. That's the only explanation. Yes, my dear, it's all quite like a dream. Just imagine we're having a lovely dream chat. I believe in the power of wishes and dreams. Please understand that. I do, my dear. Yulia and Opie share your faith with it. They even saved the world. Where's Dogu? Is Dogu hurt? Where is he? Dogu, no, please just open your eyes. Dogu, you can't do this. Please, Grace, not now. Yeah. Well, at least we didn't miss a Shrine Maiden matinee tantrum. Nolia, you apologize right now. Oh, relax. He's just a Dogu. Look, he just needs a little oil and it'll be fine. I was just talking to Father, created the lovely creature. He said it'll be okay. You went to see Father? These furry dudes told me I needed to press Father for some answers to help Grace here. Looks like we're late to the party, though. Better late than never. Har har. Grandfather, what are you doing here? Grace, my child, have you been harmed? Elder, what are you doing here? Nolia told me what was happening. I ran here as quickly as I could as soon as I heard. You could have at least thrown a robe on. And here is where everyone forgets to thank me because they're fixated on a half-naked elder. Nolia. Mother, is that really you? I've dreamed about seeing you again. Oh, Mother, I miss you so much. So hard for me to keep it all inside. Nolia, dear, it's okay. Tears are meant to flow. Let them out, my child. Looks like we have another crybaby. Shut it, Leo. I'm sorry, I meant no disrespect. Well, that's why I don't try to joke very often. These are my two lovely daughters, Leo. I thank you for showing them the respect they deserve. Mother, if this isn't a dream, why are you here? And how are you here? It's all thanks to Grace. I'm glad to see you looking so well, Nolia. Is this all actually happening? Can I touch you to make sure? Then I'll know if my hand goes straight through you then. You may do what you need to do to make yourself feel content, my darling. Nolia, I can't believe that. No crybaby jokes. Nolia, I'm sorry to interrupt, but are you sure that Dogu will be fine? He, still hasn't moved. I mean, does this mean the whole ancient disaster thing is over? Grace, I'm sorry about Dogu, but what's done is done, my dear. Oh, don't be so fatalistic. You are really taking this prophecy thing too seriously. You hear what you've done? Everyone can hear you just fine, Nolia. You don't have to yell. I'm not talking to you. I'm trying to make a point to the guy upstairs. I knew I should have kept my godly mouth shut. Father, is that you? Father, that voice was... Yeah, you people, you should really have a chat with your so-called god. Oh boy, he's really something. Nolia, why are you so angry? What are you getting at here? First a goddess, and now we hear the voice of a god? It's one miracle after another. Oh, all-knowing God, please tell us the answer we long to hear. We must know how the ancient disaster first came about. Oh, please enlighten your humble servants. Okay, I'll tell you, but you have to promise you won't get mad at me. Okay, oh great. When I promise I won't get mad, this whole thing came from a domestic spat, a fight between husband and wife. A domestic spat? Mother, what is he talking about? I'm sorry, Yulia. I'm afraid it's the truth. I couldn't be honest before. I was too embarrassed. Dearest, you opened up this can of worms. I think maybe I'll just let you explain. No, it would sound better coming from you. You're a goddess after all. I think it would be best hearing it from the one who brought it up in the first place, don't you? You know, I'm no good with words. If you wanted a drawing, that would be one thing, but this... Nobody's asking for a drawing. Your subjects, including your daughters, are simply asking for it. How about we just let Dogu explain? Dogu? I didn't know Dogu could talk. Only in times of great need does Dogu speak. This moment qualifies. Goddess and creator very close always. Only sometimes little quarrel, but that time different. Very big quarrel. Dogu goo big. Creator forget important relationship day. Creator forget meeting on top of tower. But Creator go off island, stand Goddess up. Goddess sad, confused, angry. Goddess lock own self in tower, Goddess cry. I bawled my eyes out, clasping Dogu close to me. I originally made Dogu as a gift for your mother, a sort of talisman for hearing the islanders' wishes. Dogu spoke to the Shrine Maiden and I would grant the wishes she gathered through him. I can't believe you forgot an anniversary, Dad. Can't you get a planner or something? I'm better at remembering now. It was a mistake, okay? So Dogu is a bit of a conduit to the god. You could say that. See, when Celestia soaked Dogu in her tears, well, he acted on his own, didn't he? Out of his love for Mother. Unfortunately, at the time, I was very distressed. All I was thinking was, I don't ever want to see him again. I don't want to see anyone ever again. Goddess make a wish. Dogu grant wish. Dogu fill island with chaos to protect Goddess from others. To protect Goddess from sad feeling. I was young. I was spiteful. I wanted what was revenge. But didn't people die trying to save you? Old legends have tendency to become slightly exaggerated over the years. No warriors were ever in any real danger, although many climbed the tower to free Celestia and none of them were killed. A few sprained their ankles perhaps, but nothing more. Dogu grant Goddess wish, that is all. Dogu not judge, good wish or bad wish. Dogu stay by Shrine Maiden's side forever to make islanders' wishes heard to big man upstairs. Dogu, who taught you how to speak like that? I believe Celestia's influence is necessary in order to grant Dogu the power of speech. See, after the situation at Origin Island cooled down, I decided to seal up Dogu's memories. He never thought again about Celestia or her wishes, but it looks like I didn't seal them very well. None of this has to do with Grace leaving the island. Dogu as well, he's reliving the past. Divinus is Dogu Creator. Please seal Dogu memory again. Good of everyone. I think it has already been decided, Dogu. I'm sure you know that your Creator cares for you very much. After the disturbance, the islanders are ready to think Dogu is some sort of demon. So to protect you from their wrath, your Creator made up a cover story, or a cover legend. I sent a message to the islanders claiming the chaos was a direct result of my leaving the island. You let us believe this for countless generations? Look, I didn't mean for my little white lie to turn into some sort of prophetic tale to scare the kiddies. I never even said the words, whoever leaves the Origin Island shall fall to the ancient disaster. At least, I don't think I did. I'm speechless. I'm so sorry. Even gods and goddesses are human, I guess. Well, I may be underdressed for the occasion, but I think that may be the wisest thing I've ever heard. You really come into your own through this experience, Grace. I'm proud of you. I just don't know if there's a merit in trying to protect his beloved wife with even a small lie. Yeah, wouldn't it be nice if life was so simple that we could just see everything in black and white? But Father, why did the seal on Dogu's memory suddenly break? I believe he may have mistaken you for your mother, my dear child. That's why he kept saying her name. You certainly bear a striking resemblance to her. I hardly see any of myself in you, actually. I find things she didn't inherit your artistic skill. Philistine, my art is an acquired taste. Yes, well, so is octopus tongue. That doesn't mean it's good. Let Dogu explain before love quarrel start again. Face of Goddess and Lady Yulia came to Dogu. Angry Yulia face same as angry Celestia face. Tears of Lady Yulia same as Goddess tears at time of big lover quarrel. Seal on Dogu's memories break open. Memory for Dogu makes same experience. No difference to Dogu. I couldn't figure out why something had changed in you. It was in front of my face all along. Poor Dogu. God is so kind. Same as when Goddess was Shrine Maiden. You were a Shrine Maiden? But how? I mean, doesn't a Shrine Maiden have to be human? Yes, that's true. Is this where you lay out some big-time secret you've been keeping from us all this time? It is indeed a secret I've held on to for many years. I used to be a human. Why didn't you tell us? We're half human? Inconceivable! Celestia, my dear, maybe we should just call it a day. Oh, what's the big deal, dearest? We've come this far. We might as well tell them everything. Did you know your father proposed to me right here, this very spot? It was while performing my duties as Shrine Maiden. I don't believe it. You were a Shrine Maiden? Yep, and when he proposed to me, well, let's just say it was a real existential pickle. And not a tasty one. I mean, of course I was flattered, but to marry a god meant a bit of lifestyle change. To be the wife of God, you pretty much have to be a goddess. I don't know what to do. I wrestle with my decision all alone, all day and every night. And one night, just before the break of dawn, I saw a shooting star streak across the sky, and I knew I would be with the one I loved and use the power he granted me for the good of the world. You never told me that story. Oh, now that you mention it. So that's why Father wasn't shocked when Yulia said she wanted to be human and stay out of Bavaria. It was just mother's situation reversed. Old hat by that point, eh, Pops? Now, Nolia. I was plenty shocked just because I didn't jump in the air and shout. Can I get back to my story? I had just one condition for accepting his proposal. Each year I would get to be human again for one day, one special day to spend with him as a human. And then he went and forgot about that day. Yeah, that's pretty lame, Dad. I'm not sure I can say this to a god, but that was extremely unthoughtful and uncool. Like maximum uncool, as I believe the kids say. That would have been enough to have me in tears. Father, do you have anything to say for yourself? Such an action shows a distinct lack of tact. I don't mean to pile on here, but what was quite the insensitive act? Giga, 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 giga. Giga, giga, giga. I'm going to need to speak with my lawyer. Poor Divinus, poor Divinus. Dogu explained for him. You don't have to defend him, Dogu. No, please, Dogu can explain. Are you sure, Dogu? Oh, yes. See, Divinus didn't forget about the date. He was actually off in Riveria at the time. He was picking flowers for his love, but got lost, and you know how gods are about asking for directions. Why do I not think that that's Dogu's voice? My dear husband is using Dogu as a puppet. Dogu, sorry for this. Divinus, please use own voice for voice, not Dogu voice. Blast, I knew I shouldn't have tried to sneak in some of my new material. Yes, dear, you can practice your routine another time. I already forgave you, remember? Oh, that's right. Haha, what am I so worried about then? See, Leo, if the goddess forgives, then you must find it in your heart to do the same. Wait, so what did Father do after he sealed up Dogu's memories? He flew to my side to grovel at my feet. I think grovel might be too strong a word. I don't. By that time, I had already calmed down and I was feeling quite sheepish, so I told him I wasn't angry. But Dogu, I think we should respect your wish. Tell us what you would like. Dogu wished for memory to seal up again. Dogu can help Lady Grace with no bad feeling. Dogu. Very well, Dogu. You know what my husband said to me while he was stealing Dogu's memory the last time? Whisper, whisper, love forever, whisper. Aw, that's so sweet. Ha, Father, you really do love Mother more than anything, don't you? Oh, shush, and yes I do. Hey, Dad, do gods ever blush? Because if they do, I bet you're a shade of Castile apple red right now. Okay, that's it. Dogu is sealed and I'm gone. Oh, well, that was abrupt. Dogu goo goo. Dogu. Grace, it looks like you've got your Dogu back, just as good as new. Dogu, 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 Dogu. Oh, Dogu, I'm just glad you're okay after all this. Grace, are you going to be okay? Yeah, I'll be fine. I just need a moment. You can cry if you want to, Grace. I'll understand. Just don't, you know, cry. I'm not going to cry in front of everyone. You never let me see you cry before, Grace. Now I see why. Grace wailing while Leo looks on uncomfortably. If only I had a gold bead for every time I saw that. It's pretty out of character for Father. Choosing a mushy line like that as secret phrase for sealing up Dogu's memory. Well, maybe we don't know Dad as well as we think. That's possible. I just hope Dogu seal holds this time. Don't go crying in front of him, sis. The mushy line is only really a phrase, just words. Perhaps Dogu actually did seal himself. I hope that's true. I did think Dogu was just a doll without free will. I feel like he's got soul. Well, Father made him, and after today I'm willing to give him the benefit of the doubt. Dogu has a soul. I wouldn't just make up live out his life as some sort of puppet. I knew he'd be eavesdropping on us. I wasn't eavesdropping. I had to come back because I left my ethereal vortex thingy here. I got it now. You do seem to leave that behind quite a bit after personal conversations. Well, it looks like this case is closed, Opie. I'm so glad everything is okay now. It is, isn't it? Yes, dear. It really makes my heart swell to see that you girls have grown up into such wonderful people. Maybe you can tell us why we both keep having deja vu when it comes to this place. Oh, you don't remember? I'm sorry, I thought you already knew. I brought you to this island many times when you were young. Seeing you two run around here was wonderful. You were so cute and so filled with joy. Man, I'm good. I'm like a perfect 10 for 10 when it comes to my suspicions down here. Hey, I had a feeling about something too. I still can't believe I'm standing here with the goddess and her daughters. I feel so lucky. Well, we'll all be able to hang out anytime we want from now on. We're friends now, after all. I would love to consider all of you my friends. Are you getting this, my dear stubborn old prune? Oh, hush, I'm not that stubborn. Grace, I apologize. Should have listened to you. Well, I should have respected your wishes more. I'm equally to blame, Grandfather. Sorry for acting like a brat. I was only thinking of myself. Well, now that everything's cleared up, you should all come and visit us in Bavaria sometime. Louisa, I can introduce you to someone who looks exactly like you. Oh my, can one world contain such beauty? Ha, yes, well, that might bring about its own ancient disaster. Does this Bavaria of yours have any hot springs? I already asked Grandfather. I thought I was talking about the seasons. Well, I'm sure we can find springs somewhere. I'll need to fetch a towel and dry myself off first. Yes, and you know, since you're taking the time, you could put on some pants, too. Well, on that note, I think it's time for me to go. Mother, can't you stay for a bit longer? Don't worry, Nolia, dear. As I said earlier, I have many ways of appearing before you in this world. Those with the Shrine Maiden powers can communicate with each other through dreams, remember that. I met Yulia in my dream. Grace, I had a dream about you too, so that really happened, wow. I had a dream about chocolate, mainly. I was swimming in the big sea of chocolate. It was delish. Yulia, you've been meeting me in your dreams too. I guess the chocolate was a bigger deal. So when we meet you in our dreams, it's not just a dream. Suddenly sleeping, it sounds exciting. Yes, my dear. Well, I'm glad to help in any way I can. Speaking of sleep, this whole multi-dimensional travel thing is quite exhausting. I shall take my leave now. I wish you all many happy days of peace here on Origin Island. I'll see you again soon, Mother. Opie, I'm going to try to pull you into our dreams from now on. Then we can all have fun together and drink all the sugared water we want. You know you don't have to drink that stuff anymore, right? I'm not drinking it. Suit yourself, dear sister. What, Neil?